Hello everyone, today we're going to make the hexagon pattern number 9. Just one more little variation of the other patterns that we have made. This is the last patterned hexie that we'll do before I get into the half hexagon that we need for the sides of our blanket. So this is what it looks like in the 8-ply yarn. We finished this one off with a single crochet to make it the correct size, and we are going to do a little bit of that on some others as well just before we start joining. Anyway, let's dive on into this one, pattern number 9, and we're so nearly there, you guys. You've done well if you've made it this far. All right, let's go. To make this hexagon, you will need your yarn. I'm using Stylecraft Special DK. Your corresponding hook, which for my yarn is a 4mm. You'll need scissors and a darning needle as well. I start my work with a double magic ring because the single magic rings can actually come undone. So with your yarn end in your left hand, make 2 loops around 2 fingers, pulling up that yarn with your hook. Yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook to secure your rings. Now we're just going to make one more chain, and this 2 chain is going to count as a double crochet just for this round number 1. All right, so round 1 we're going to do 12 double crochets in our magic ring. So we've already got 1, yarn over, pulling a loop through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we'll keep on going. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 11 and 12. Now I extend that loop while I take my work off my hook, because we need to pull on that yarn end and it will cinch one of the loops in of the magic ring, pulling back on that loop that was cinched in so that the other loop tightens up to form the tiny little circle in the center. Now grab your yarn end again, pulling that one, and that second loop cinches in nice and neatly. We're going to finish this round off with a slip stitch into the top of the first stitch we made. Pull a loop through and then through the loop on your hook. And that is round number 1. Round number 2 is 2 double crochets in the top of each stitch below. Okay, we're going to start off with our special double crochet, popping your hook in the stitch directly below, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 1 for a chain. That's our first double crochet. Now we're going to do a normal double crochet back in that same stitch. Moving on to our next stitch, we're going to do 2 double crochets into the top of that, and each and every stitch all the way round. 2 double crochets in the top of the double crochet below. That's 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. I'm going to meet you back at the end really soon. Now you have to be careful when doing these. I have counted my stitches and I've got 22 on the round number 2, but I actually need 24. So it's a little bit tricky to see where your first stitch started and finished off. So we need to work into that little stitch there to finish off with 2 more double crochets, and then we'll have 24. Let's finish this round off with a slip stitch into the top of the first stitch that we made. Pull that loop through, then pull it through the loop on your hook. Okay, round number 3 is going to be 4 double crochets, so that's 1 in each stitch, 2 chain as the corner, 4 more double crochets, 2 chain. But we're going to work this a little differently, because if we just went straight out and did 4 double crochets, 2 chain, and went all the way around, we would find to start the next round we would have to slip stitch across 4 of the double crochets, and that wouldn't look very good. So what we're going to do is start ourselves in a corner. So I'm going to do the last of 4 double crochets first. Popping my hook into that space below where I finished off, pull up your yarn, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 1. Now that is acting as our first double crochet. We're going to do 2 chains for the corner. Now we'll yarn over and do a normal double crochet into the next stitch. Okay, so that is your corner space. Now we need to make up 4 double crochets along here. So we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now 2 chains for the corner space. Yarning over and doing 4 more double crochets, 2, 3 and 4, chaining 2, yarn over, doing 4 more double crochets into the top of the double crochets below, 3 and 4, chaining 2, another 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, chain 2, 1, 2, 3 and 4, chain 2. Now what we should have here is 1, 2 and 3, which is correct because we've already made the 4th one, which was the stitch that we began with. So 1 double crochet, 2, 3, and we've got number 4. We just need to do a slip stitch into the top of that beginning stitch where we did the chain. Okay, pull the loop through and then pull it through the loop on your hook. Now we could do the slip stitch just into this corner space. Pop your hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook. Now we're positioned in the corner, ready to go for the next round. Like all the other hexagons, this corner is going to be comprised of 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. Then we're going to come over to the side and do a double crochet in the top of the 2nd and in the top of the 3rd stitch from below. So popping your hook under, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 1. Now making a normal double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochets, all in that same corner space. Now no chains, we're just going to yarn over and go into the top of the 2nd double crochet from below. Yarn over and into the 3rd double crochet from below. Now yarn over and doing 2 double crochets in the corner space, chaining 1, 2 double crochets to finish off. Yarn over, skip 1 double crochet, working into the 2nd, yarn over and working into the 3rd, yarn over, skipping the 4th and working into the corner space with 2 double crochets, chain 1 and 2 double crochets. Yarn over, skipping the first stitch into the second with a double crochet. Yarn over, double crochet into the third. Yarn over, skipping the fourth stitch, doing 2 double crochets in the chain space, chain 1 and then 2 more double crochets. Skipping the first double crochet into the second with another double crochet, into the third, skipping the fourth, and then 2 double crochets in the corner, chain 1, 2 double crochets in the corner, skipping number 1, working into number 2, working into number 3, skipping number 4 and doing a corner with 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, skipping the first double crochet below, work into the second, work into the third, skipping the fourth, and now we're going to do a slip stitch into the top of our first stitch. All right, let's flatten this little one out a bit and see how we're going. I think we're doing a-okay. I think this will be right once it's got the rest of its rows around it. Now we're going to slip stitch our way across to the corner space. So popping your hook under the stitch to the left, pull up a loop, pull it through the one on your hook. Now pop your hook into that corner, pull up a loop, pull it through the one on your hook. And we're in our corner space ready to go. We're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. So pulling up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 1. So that's 1 double crochet. That's 2, chain 1, that's 1 and 2. Now we are going to work into these 2 spaces. So skipping 2 double crochet from below, doing 2 double crochet in this side, skipping 2 stitches, doing 2 double crochets, skipping 2 stitches, now doing the corner of 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochet, skipping 2 stitches, doing 2 double crochets along the side, skip 2, 2 more double crochets on the side, skipping 2 stitches, now working into the corner with 2 double crochets, chain 1 and 2 double crochets, skipping 2 stitches, doing 2 stitches on the side, skipping 2 more stitches, 2 double crochet on the side, skipping 2 more stitches and back into the corner with 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochet. All right, I'm going to leave you here to work your way around and I'll meet you back up at the end. Now we're at the end of round number 5, which we need to complete with a slip stitch into the first stitch and pull it through the loop on your hook. Now I have a small issue. This pattern is already 5 rounds. However, it's not as large as the other 5 round patterns. To me, it only needs a single crochet to go around the edge, which is also what I think this one needs as well. So we can either single crochet it now or wait until we are ready for our joining and seeing what else needs adjusting along the way. So I might do a single crochet around this one just to show you how it's done, knowing that we're going to have to come back and do this one as well. But that's all right, that won't take long. So we're going to slip stitch across to the corner. We pop our hook under the stitch to the left of the one that we're already at, pulling it through the loop on your hook. Now into the corner, pull up a loop, pull it through the loop on your hook. Now the stitch count per side on this one is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and that's not including the chain. So we've got here 2, 4, 6, 8. So we can afford to add stitches into the corner, and it will actually bring our stitch count up to be correct. So we're going to start with a single crochet, popping your hook through, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, chaining 1. Now we'll do another single crochet. Now we're going to work into this hidden stitch. So it's the little stitch on the right hand side of the first double crochet. So we're going to pop our hook in there, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So we're making single crochets around the top of every stitch. Okay. This will widen the stitch just enough so it's just right. Now when you come to the last 2 double crochets of the row below, just go straight into the corner with a single crochet and a chain 1. Then another single crochet, and then working your next single crochet into that hidden stitch, which is on the top of the left hand double crochet. It's actually situated on the left hand side of that double crochet. Pop your hook in, pull up a loop, make your way around. Okay, I've just worked along a little bit. I'm single crocheting into a corner, chaining 1. Another single crochet in the corner, and let's count our single crochets as we go along this time. So that's 1. Now into the hidden stitch for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So that brings the stitch count up, which is really good because it's the same as this other one, the larger style one. So we'll chain, we'll do our last side with single crochets, single crocheting into that hidden stitch in the top of the first double crochet. Seven, 8. Okay, we need to stop there and do a invisible finish into the first single crochet we made. So snipping your yarn, pulling your hook off the yarn, popping the yarn into the eye of the needle. Now working your needle under that second little V, not this first V that you see that's kind of on a diagonal. You want to go to the one that's on the top, looking very horizontal there. So popping it under that one so that the little loop that you make on the top covers over that first stitch. Taking your needle down the center of the last single crochet that you made to make your invisible finish. Turning over, and single crochets are great for darning in yarn ends, I find. There's a lot going on, plenty of space to put things, plenty of fibres to break through. Okay, we'll go back one more time. Move it up the top this time, just for something different. And that should do us with that. Okay, let's do this magic circle yarn end. Go 1, 2, and 3, digging into the depths of the stitches here. 4 and 5. Somewhere along here, there we go. Snipping that off. We'll snip this other one off as well. There we have hexagon number 9. This one does need maybe a little bit of blocking, but it should be okay once it's joined into the rest of them. I hope you've enjoyed these little hexagon tutorials, and the next one will be a half hexie, which you'll need to use on the sides of your blanket. Then we're going to join these up together and do a border around the edge. So I'll see you very soon for that. Take care and bye for now.